Welcome, beloved soul. I am so glad you're here. You didn't arrive by accident. Heaven has been guiding you, even when you weren't aware of it. And today, something sacred is being whispered into your spirit. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal for you, and it carries with it gifts you can't yet imagine. Not just earthly ones, though those may come too, but spiritual gifts wrapped in divine love, chosen specifically for your soul's journey. Listen quietly now. Breathe slowly, because what you're about to hear has been planted in your heart long before this moment. This is not just a message, it's a confirmation. The stirring in your heart is not confusion. It's a divine knowing there is someone being prepared for you, and there is something you are being prepared for. It's not only about marriage or love in the way the world defines it. It's deeper. This is a sacred union, one God has ordained from the very beginning. And the signs have already been gently falling around you like petals from heaven. You've been sensing a shift, haven't you? A quiet drawing, a sacred longing, like your soul is leaning forward into something it can't yet see. That is the call of destiny. And heaven answers that call with a gift wrapped in divine timing. The person who is being prepared for you is not just anyone. They are also being refined by God. They are walking through their own sacred fire. And just as you are learning to trust again, they are learning to surrender, to walk in obedience, to recognize love not as fantasy, but as a spiritual calling. And yes, they have prayed for someone like you, but they had no idea just how divine that someone would be. You are more than what they expected. You are more than what they imagined, because God doesn't give what we ask for in shallow terms. He gives what our souls cry for in secret, and the answer is often more beautiful and more sacred than our minds can understand. Beloved, this proposal is not meant to rush you. It is not meant to pressure or overwhelm. It is gentle. It is wrapped in God's pace and lined with heaven's peace. You will not have to force anything. You will not have to beg or prove or perform. When it is time, the moment will unfold as naturally as breath, and the spiritual gifts included. They are not just for the joy of the wedding. They are tools for your purpose together. You two are meant to build something eternal, to water seeds that will grow in other hearts, to love in a way that brings healing, to live in a way that brings heaven close to earth. This is why the waiting has felt sacred. This is why certain doors had to close, why certain people walked away. It wasn't punishment, it was protection. God knew what was coming, and He didn't want you bound to what couldn't hold you anymore. So here you are, listening, not just with your ears, but with your spirit, feeling that quiet confirmation that yes, this word is for you. And if your heart has been feeling weary, let this bring you rest. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered in heaven's chambers. The angels know your name. And your tears have not been lost. They've been gathered like treasure. Your story is not over. In fact, the most sacred chapter is just beginning. And heaven is preparing the one who will walk it beside you, not just in romance, but in reverence. Now, if this message is stirring something in your heart, if it's bringing peace to your soul, I invite you to gently pause and reflect. Leave a comment below with what you're feeling, or share a prayer request. This is a space where hearts are held in light. If you'd like more peaceful spiritual guidance, you're warmly invited to subscribe. Each word shared here is a seed of light, and your presence helps it grow. And if this message is blessing you, consider supporting the channel with a super thanks. It helps this sacred work continue so more weary hearts can receive what they need in silence and peace. Now, let's return. Because heaven isn't done speaking. God is preparing your heart to see the one who's coming, not with fear, but with faith. And there will be signs. They will appear in quiet ways, through dreams, through sudden thoughts that feel out of place, through moments when someone says something that stirs your soul. Not every sign is loud. Most of heaven speaks in whispers that the person meant for you will carry something familiar in their spirit. Not because you've met before, but because your souls were known to one another in the place beyond time. Before you were born, there was a divine agreement, a holy covenant sealed in love. And now, that agreement is beginning to be fulfilled. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal. And it won't just be a question, it will be a calling. One that opens the door to a shared destiny, to growth, to laughter, to healing, to purpose. You've waited long, beloved. But it has not been in vain. God has been working behind the veil. He has been orchestrating the divine alignment, and when it happens, it will feel both shocking and deeply familiar. Like you've arrived home. You'll recognize them not by their appearance, but by their presence. They will feel like peace. They will speak with grace. They will respect the sacred in you. They will pray with you, cry with you, build with you, and walk beside you, not ahead of you or behind you, but beside you, because they are not coming to complete you. They are coming to partner with you, and together, you will reflect God's love in ways neither of you could have alone. That is the real proposal, not just a ring, but a vow to love like Christ loves, to serve one another's hearts with humility, to carry each other through storms, to celebrate the wins and tend the wounds, to become a living, breathing example of grace. This is heaven's surprise, and it's already on its way. Now take a moment, place your hand on your heart if you can, and breathe in this truth. God has not forgotten you. He is remembering you now and moving in your favor. If this word has reached you deeply, share it with someone who needs a gentle word. Let them be reminded of the promise too. And again, if your spirit is blessed here, consider a super thanks to help keep this sanctuary of peace going. It truly means more than you know. You are so loved, you are seen, and you are on the edge of a holy unveiling. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal, and the spiritual gifts included are already on their way to you. Stay tender, stay listening, and trust what you're feeling, because beloved, this is holy ground. Welcome again, beloved. You have returned to this peaceful space, and I am so thankful. Let your heart settle here. Let your spirit breathe. This is your invitation to receive something sacred today. Because heaven is still speaking, and what God has begun revealing. In your spirit, He is not finished with. The proposal He is preparing is not only about love, it is about alignment. It is about two souls coming together, not to possess, but to bless, not to complete, but to partner. To walk forward with God between them, above them, and within them. You may be wondering, how will I know when it's truly from God? And the answer, beloved, is peace. When it's from God, you won't feel panic. You won't feel the need to control, chase, or prove your worth. You will feel an unfolding, a divine settling, a sacred assurance that feels like still waters in your soul. Because divine love does not come to disturb, comes to restore. It may challenge, yes, but it will never diminish you. It will never cause you to shrink into fear or confusion. This surprise proposal will come with spiritual clarity. Even if you feel nervous in the natural, your spirit will recognize the truth. It will whisper, "This is the one I've been praying for and preparing for." But here is something even deeper. God is not only preparing the proposal, He is preparing you. You, dear soul, are being shaped into the one who can carry this blessing well. Because God loves you too much to give you something before you're ready to hold it. He is healing your wounds. He is restoring your trust. He is softening the places that hardened out of survival. He is reviving your ability to believe in beauty again. Because when this love arrives, you won't just want it. You'll be ready to receive it. And that readiness, it's spiritual. It's what allows you to hold the gift without fear of losing it. To walk in love without needing to control it. To stay anchored in faith, not in fantasy. That is one of the greatest spiritual gifts this proposal includes. Readiness. Holy readiness, rooted not in perfection, but in surrender. Beloved, you don't have to be perfect to be loved. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to fix yourself into worthiness. You already are worthy because God called you worthy. And heaven never proposes to someone who is unworthy. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are the answer to someone's prayer. And you don't have to do anything to deserve it. Just be who God made you. That is enough. That has always been enough. If this word is watering something deep in your spirit, if tears are welling or peace is resting on you now, take a quiet moment and write your reflection in the comments. Let this be a sacred space to speak your soul. And if you'd like to receive more of this kind of peace-filled spiritual encouragement, subscribe and stay connected. You are part of a growing family of souls who are walking gently in God's light. And if this message is blessing you in a meaningful way, you're welcome to support this channel with a super thanks. It helps carry this peaceful work forward, so others in pain, in waiting, or in transition can find a place to breathe too. Your kindness becomes part of the ministry. Now, let us continue. God is not only giving. This proposal includes spiritual gifts. And these gifts are not small. They are quiet, but powerful. Here are a few you will begin to sense even before the proposal comes. Discernment. A deepening spiritual sensitivity to recognize what is true and what is not. God is clearing away confusion. You'll begin to see with sharper eyes and hear with a wiser heart. Peace. Even in the unknown, even in the waiting, there will be an unshakable calm that rests over you. You'll know you're in the right season, even if you can't see the full picture. Receptivity. The ability to receive love again. To believe that someone can love you purely, without condition, without games. This is a gift. And it is one God is cultivating in you now. Joy, not the fleeting kind, but deep, holy joy. Joy that rises for no reason. Joy that blooms in ordinary moments. And beloved, the greatest gift of all may be this, a clearer connection to God. Because when love is aligned with Him, it doesn't pull you away from your spiritual path. It pulls you deeper into it. Your prayer life will grow. Your faith will stretch and strengthen. And even your calling will become clearer. Because the right person doesn't distract you from your purpose. They help you unlock it. And maybe you've been afraid of love because it hurt before. But God is rewriting that narrative. This love is not here to repeat old patterns. It's here to redeem them. This proposal will not come through manipulation or pressure. It will come through mutual peace. It will come from someone who sees your soul and chooses you fully, without hesitation, and you will know. You won't need 1,000 confirmations. There will be a peace that passes understanding. It will quiet your fears. It will settle your doubts, because what is ordained by God doesn't need to be forced. It flows, it aligns, it reveals, and if you've been waiting, feeling like maybe you missed it, you haven't. Nothing God has for you will pass you by. What is truly yours will always find its way to you. Always. So let your soul rest. Let your heart soften. You don't have to strive anymore. You just have to stay open. Stay listening. Stay present with God. And while you wait, know that heaven is moving. The angels are preparing. Your heart is being prepared too. You are being guided, even now, to the person and the moment that will change everything. This is your season of preparation. But soon, it will be your season of fulfillment. If this message feels like it was spoken just for you, gently share it with someone you love. Let the word spread like light across the hearts that need it. And if you feel led to help this light grow, A super thanks helps continue the peaceful work so that these messages can reach more souls around the world. Each gift carries spiritual impact. You are seen. You are loved. And you are walking straight into something beautiful. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal. And the spiritual gifts included are already blossoming within you. Stay tender. Stay trusting. And remember, God is never late, only perfectly on time. Let's continue where your spirit left off, resting in the quiet truth that God is preparing you and preparing them for something that can only be born in the light of heaven's timing. There's no need to rush, beloved. No need to fear that the promise is slipping away. What God has ordained, He will sustain. Heaven is not preparing an ordinary moment for you. This is not a fleeting romance. This is a divine appointment, a proposal that reflects God's deep intention for your life. And when it comes, it will speak to your calling, not just your comfort. This person, they are not coming to distract you from your purpose. They are coming to walk beside it. They are coming to protect what is sacred in you, to recognize your fire, and not put it out, but to guard it gently, with reverence. And just as you have been healing, so have they. You may not see it now, but the Spirit is doing a work in them, softening what was once guarded, restoring what once felt lost, teaching them how to love, not just with feeling, but with faith, because the proposal heaven is preparing is more than a romantic gesture. It's a holy invitation to build a life of meaning, together, with God at the center. You may feel unready, you may feel unsure, but you don't have to carry this alone. You are not being asked to figure it out. You are being asked to trust. To trust that heaven's timing is perfect. To trust that what's being formed in secret will soon be revealed in the open. To trust that your name is known in heaven, and the one meant for you is being drawn toward you even now. There are moments when the waiting feels heavy, when you question if the signs are real, when the silence grows louder than the promise. But even in that, God is present. He is near to the brokenhearted, and your waiting is not wasted. It is holy. It is birthing something eternal. And what's coming will be worth every unseen moment. Let your heart open to this truth. God is not just preparing a person for you. He is preparing a partnership. Two people, rooted in love, covered by grace, and committed to walking together in sacred unity. That is why you've been called to grow. That is why you've been stretched. That is why certain things couldn't stay. Because God is creating room for what is holy to arrive. This person will not just fall into your life. They will be sent, and when they come, they will recognize your value without hesitation. They will speak with intention. They will pray with you, not just for you. And they will see your scars, not as flaws, but as evidence that you survived. They will be gentle with your heart, because they have asked God to teach them how to love, and God answered by preparing you. This is the kind of love that moves mountains, that covers each other in prayer, that speaks life when the world goes silent. This is what heaven is preparing, and the gifts included go far beyond what can be wrapped in a box or placed on a finger. These are soul gifts. Clarity, commitment, compassion, covenant, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. Now, dear one, if this word is watering your soul, take a moment to share how it's landing in your heart. Leave a comment. Let this be a resting place for truth and prayer. And if you desire more guidance like this, more moments of stillness with God's voice, you are welcome to subscribe. This space is for you, to return to rest in, to be reminded of the promises spoken over your life. And if this message has blessed you deeply, and you feel led to support this peaceful work, you can offer a super thanks. Your gift helps spread these words of light to more souls who are quietly praying for direction, for healing, for hope. You are a part of something sacred when you support this message. Not just a video, but a ministry. Now rest again, because The Spirit is still speaking. There's a reason you've been feeling a shift. A reason the people and situations that once fit no longer do. God is clearing space. And sometimes that feels like loss, but it is actually preparation. He removes what is no longer aligned to make space for what is. And when this person enters your life, you'll understand why it had to happen this way. They are not perfect, but they are purposed. They have walked through their own pain. They have wrestled in the dark. They have cried out to God in secret. And when they find you, they'll see light, not the kind that blinds, but the kind that guides. You'll feel it in your soul. This is not just love. This is alignment. This is what heaven has been preparing, and it's not too late. You didn't miss it. God's timing is still unfolding, and His will is still on schedule. So take heart. The wait is not empty. It's preparing you to hold the blessing without fear of losing it. You won't have to perform. You won't have to pretend. The person God is sending will love you in the light and in the shadow. Not because you're easy to love, but because they were called to love you. This is the holy kind of love. The kind that heaven weaves with intention. The kind that grows stronger in storms. The kind that makes you better, not smaller. And it is coming. In God's time, by God's hand. With God's peace. Pause again, beloved. And breathe this in. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal. And the spiritual gifts that come with it are not just for your joy. They are for your calling. Your healing. Your future. And the world needs what you and this person will create together. If this message has stirred your heart, let it bless another soul. Share it gently with someone who needs to be reminded that divine love is real. And it's coming. And once more, if you feel led to support this message, your super thanks truly helps continue this peaceful work. Every seed sown helps the light stretch farther, so more hearts can feel seen. So more waiting ones can be reminded. God is still writing their story. Stay tender. Stay open. And remember this truth. God is preparing someone for you and preparing you for them. You are already loved. You are already known. And heaven has not forgotten what it promised. You come back for the final part, where we'll speak of the moment itself, the moment the divine proposal unfolds, and what your spirit will feel when it finally arrives. Welcome back, beloved soul. You've journeyed gently through this message. You've sat with the stillness. You've listened with your heart. And now, you are ready to receive the final part of what heaven is preparing for you. The moment you've long sensed but dared not fully imagine. The divine proposal, not just in words but in presence. Not just from someone, but from God through someone. This is not about fairy tales. This is not about surface level connection. This is about holy union. Two hearts meeting, not by coincidence, but by divine orchestration. And the moment will not shout. It will not arrive with fireworks or noise. It will come in peace. It will feel like stillness, wrapped in light. You won't have to ask, is this it? Because your soul will already be answering, yes, it is. They may not come in the way you expected. They may not arrive with perfect timing according to your calendar, but they will come right on time according to God's design. They will not sweep you off your feet to dazzle you. They will ground you in faith, steady you in prayer, and help you rise into who you were always meant to become. And beloved, when they speak the words, whether spoken softly or through consistent actions, when the proposal comes, it will not just be a request to join lives. It will be a spiritual invitation to walk together in purpose, to love in the presence of God, to reflect the divine with every step you take together. You will know it is holy, because it will come with a presence of peace, because it will not confuse you, because it will not ask you to become someone else, because it will draw you closer to God, not further away. In that moment, you may feel your breath catch. You may feel your heart tremble, but you will also feel God there, smiling gently in the silence. And when you say yes, whether with words or simply in spirit, heaven will rejoice. Because this love, this proposal, was part of your story before you even knew how to pray for it. God wrote it, He shaped it, He watered it, He protected it through every season you thought you were alone. And now, He is unveiling it before you, not because you earned it, not because you figured it all out, but because you trusted Him. Even when your hands were empty, even when your heart was tired, even when your prayers were silent tears. Beloved, you don't need to force what is divine. You don't need to chase what has already been assigned. What is for you will recognize you, and it will wait for you in peace until your soul is ready to receive it. This person is not coming to fix your life. They are coming to walk beside you in it, to pray over your dreams, to wipe tears you've hidden from the world, to remind you what God said when your own heart forgets. This is the one God is sending, and their love will be a shelter. Now, pause and take a deep breath. Can you feel it, that stirring? That gentle warmth behind your ribs? That is confirmation. Not from me, but from the Holy Spirit. Heaven is whispering, yes, it's real. Yes, it's coming. Yes, you are ready. If this word is holding you like a soft blanket, take a moment now and comment below. Let your heart speak. This is your sanctuary. Share your prayer, or simply say, I receive this. And if you want more of this peace, this truth, this stillness, you are always welcome to subscribe. This space was created for hearts like yours, to find rest, to find light, to find God's voice in the middle of life's noise. And if you have been blessed by this message, if your spirit has been reminded that you are not forgotten, you are welcome to support the channel with a super thanks. Every offering helps keep this peaceful sanctuary open, so others can find the words they didn't know they needed. So more hearts can be reminded that divine love is real, and God is still faithful. Now listen closely. There will come a day, sooner than you think, when all of this, the waiting, the wondering, the quiet hoping, will make sense. You will look into the eyes of the one God has prepared for you, and you will see the reflection of every answered prayer. Not because they are perfect, but because they were sent. And in that moment, you'll remember this word. You'll remember that God spoke of it before it came, that He gave you the knowing, the preparation, the peace. Because He wanted you to walk into that sacred moment, fully aware that He is the one writing your love story. You will feel safe. You will feel chosen. You will feel seen, and you will know. This is more than love. This is covenant. This is holy ground. Heaven's proposal isn't about grand gestures. It's about a grand purpose. It's about two souls awakening to their shared assignment. It's about laughter in the light and holding each other through shadows. It's about worship and wonder and walking in one direction, toward God together. Beloved, you are not late. You are not behind. You are right, on time, for the most sacred moment of your life to unfold. And when it does, every heartbreak will be understood. Every delay will be justified. Every no will become a holy yes. Because God doesn't just redeem time, He redeems meaning. This is what heaven is preparing. A proposal wrapped in sacred timing. A love that does not distract from your calling, but calls you deeper into it. With spiritual gifts included, that strengthen you, that grow you, that bless everyone you're called to reach together. So rest now. Breathe. Let the tears fall if they need to. God is not teasing you. He is teaching you. He is not delaying you. He is developing you. And He is about to reveal what has been waiting for you all along. If this message has reached your soul in any way, please consider sharing it with someone who needs peace today. Let's be vessels of light together. And again, if this has blessed you, a super thanks is a sacred way to sow into this peaceful space. so more hearts can be held like yours has been. And I thank you. From my soul, you are already loved, already known, and never, ever forgotten. Heaven is preparing a surprise proposal, and the spiritual gifts included are not just coming with the one God is sending. They are already awakening within you. Be still, be ready, be open. The next chapter of your soul's journey is almost here, and it will be more sacred, more beautiful, more healing than you've ever imagined, because it comes from God, and He gives only what is good. You are worthy of this love. You are ready for this proposal, and heaven is already rejoicing. Amen. Welcome back, precious soul. Your heart continues to follow this sacred path, step by step, word by word, breath by breath. And I honor you for it. There's something holy in your willingness to return here, to sit with your spirit, to lean your ear to the whispers of God, because this is not just another message. This is a divine unfolding. Heaven is still preparing. Heaven is still weaving. Heaven is still singing over your life, even in the quiet where you wonder if anything is moving. And yes, the surprise proposal is still on its way, not delayed, not lost, just deepening, becoming richer, clearer, fuller, so that when it comes, it will not just be a moment. It will be a movement, one that shifts your entire life into alignment with heaven's plan. But before that moment arrives, let us speak of something sacred, the divine preparation of your heart, because before God brings a promise to your door, He often prepares your door to be open, and that door is your heart. This part of the journey is less seen. It doesn't sparkle like a proposal or shine like new love, but it is the most holy work of all. It is the softening, the releasing, the healing, the clearing out of anything that cannot stay, so that what is meant to stay can enter freely. And maybe right now, God is clearing. Maybe He's removing someone who wasn't willing to walk in truth. Maybe He's breaking an old soul tie that held you in spiritual confusion. Maybe He's silencing voices that once shaped your worth. And it hurts, but it is holy, because what God removes, He replaces with something aligned, something pure, something ordained, something that carries peace, not pressure. So if your season has felt like loss, if you've felt stripped, humbled, tender, even invisible, know this: you are not being abandoned. You are being anointed. Heaven is preparing you for something that can only grow in the soil of surrender. And oh beloved, that person, the one God is preparing for you, they are walking through their own divine emptying. They are learning how to love without fear. They are learning how to recognize what is real. They are being taught how to cover someone in prayer, not just affection. Their heart is being matured in the quiet, and just like you, they may feel lonely. They may feel tired, but they are holding on to a promise, even if they don't yet know that the promise is you. Can you feel the tenderness in that truth? That God is working on both sides of the story, that you are not alone in the waiting, and that, beloved, is one of the most sacred spiritual gifts of all, the gift of being mutually prepared. You will not enter this love carrying all the weight. You will not be the only one who has done the fun work. You will not have to beg to be seen, heard, or loved, because the person God is sending has been in the secret place with Him too. They've been refined, they've been broken and rebuilt in the fire of prayer, and they will arrive, not empty, but ready. You are not just receiving someone, you are being received. Now breathe that in. Let that truth settle in your body. This is a gift that God is shaping to fit your soul. And if these words are reaching you, if your spirit is saying yes quietly as you listen, I invite you to share what you're feeling in the comments. This is a sacred community. Your reflection, your prayer, even your tears, they are welcome here. And if you've been blessed by this unfolding message, You're warmly invited to subscribe for more peaceful, spirit-led encouragement. This is more than a video. It's a refuge, a place for souls like yours to be watered, to be held in light. And if this message is nurturing your spirit, your support through a super thanks is deeply appreciated. Every offering helps this sacred work reach those who are quietly crying out, alone, confused, or simply needing a word from heaven. Thank you for helping carry the light. Now let us return to what's being revealed. When the divine proposes, and in that moment, there will be no panic, no performance. Only peace. You'll feel a recognition in your spirit. Not because you've seen them before with your eyes, but because your soul remembers. You will feel safe. Not because nothing will go wrong, but because everything will feel right, aligned, holy, real. They may say few words, but their presence will say everything. I'm here for you, with you, sent by God. You'll look at them, and something eternal will settle in your bones. This is not fantasy. This is not escape. This is fulfillment. They won't fill every hole in your life. That's God's role. But they will walk with you through every valley and mountain. And they will remind you, again and again, that you are not alone in this life anymore. This is what heaven is preparing. Not just a partner, but a co-builder, a prayer warrior, a best friend in God's presence. And yes, this love will still be human. There will be growth. There will be learning. But there will also be grace, laughter, peace, and a beauty so gentle, it will feel like God's own hand on your shoulder. You are being prepared for this, and you will not miss it. If your heart needs this reassurance, if you feel seen and held by these words, I invite you again. Comment with what your heart is carrying. Subscribe if your soul finds peace here. And if you feel led, support with a super thanks so that this channel can continue to be a shelter for many more. You are helping bring God's light into quiet places. And that is ministry. Let me close this part with one final reminder for your soul. When heaven prepares a proposal, it prepares the soul long before it prepares the setting. You may not know the time, the place, or even the face, but you will know the peace. And that peace is already growing inside you. It's the proof that what's coming is holy, not rushed, not broken, but healed, whole, and divinely aligned. Heaven is preparing. The angels are arranging. God is confirming. And your heart is learning how to receive what it used to only pray for. Rest now. Stay open. Stay listening. Because what's coming is not just love. It is the love that reflects the glory of God. And it has your name written in it. You are chosen. You are deeply loved. And you are almost there. Amen. Welcome. Again, gentle soul. Your spirit has traveled far in stillness, and you are still here, listening, softening, opening. This is not by accident. You are in the middle of something holy, a divine season of becoming, of preparing, of receiving. Heaven is still preparing the surprise proposal, and now, something even more beautiful is unfolding. The shift is no longer just around you. It is within you. You've felt the change, haven't you? Your prayers sound different now. Your thoughts are gentler. Your discernment is stronger. You no longer chase what is not aligned, because your soul is beginning to recognize what is real. This, beloved, is the evidence. God is preparing you not just to be loved, but to live in love, to carry it well, to protect it, to honor it, to multiply it. This proposal is not simply for your comfort. It is for your calling. And when it arrives, it will draw out the parts of you that you forgot you carried. You will begin to dream again. You will speak more boldly. You will walk more gently. You will glow with the peace of a soul that knows it is held. Because when love comes from heaven, it does not just hold your hand. It lifts your spirit. It fans the flame of your divine identity. It never competes with your light. It amplifies it. And yes, dear one, You are the kind of soul that deserves that kind of love. This is the quiet work God has been doing, unraveling every lie that told you otherwise, removing shame, healing disappointment, restoring hope. So that when the moment comes, you don't question whether it's too good to be true. You simply smile and say, I've been expecting this, because your soul has been preparing, not for fantasy, but for fulfillment. And yes, there will be butterflies, there will be tears, there will be a sacred trembling in your heart, because this moment will feel like prophecy fulfilled. But there will also be stillness, a knowing, a holy calm that says, this is my answered prayer. And maybe you're thinking, will I be ready? What if I'm too broken? Beloved, you are not too broken. You are beautifully rebuilt. And the person God is sending will not be looking for perfection. They will be looking for truth, peace, for spiritual resonance. They will see your past and not flinch. They will hear your fears and respond with faith. They will touch your heart and it will not break. It will bloom. This is how you will know it is from God, because it will not ask you to abandon yourself. It will invite you to return home to yourself in love, in purpose, in partnership. And along with the person will come the spiritual gifts that only heaven can send. Let's name them again, because they are important. Wisdom to know how to walk together in love without losing yourselves in fear. Discernment to separate divine timing from personal pressure. Grace to navigate human moments with spiritual maturity. Peace, the kind that silences anxiety and confirms, this is right. Joy, deep, holy joy, the kind that surprises you in the middle of ordinary days. And finally, covenant, not a contract, but a sacred commitment. One that says, I choose you with God. I will walk with you, pray with you, build with you. This is what heaven is preparing. This is what your soul is being shaped to receive. If your spirit feels full with these words, if something deep inside you is saying, yes, take a moment to share. This is what you've been preparing for. This is what heaven has been shaping in silence. Beloved, you did not miss it. You did not fall too far. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. Every disappointment was clearing the path. Every delay was stretching your faith. Every unanswered question was preparing your heart to receive an answer so beautiful it would leave no doubt that God was the author. So if your spirit feels the weight of this word, if it stirs something quiet and holy within you, I invite you again, breathe, receive, and let your heart speak in the comments. Your testimony doesn't have to be complete. It just needs to be honest. Let this be a sacred space for those still waiting, still trusting, still becoming. And if these words have ministered to your soul, you are lovingly invited to subscribe, to walk this peaceful path with us, to come home to truth again and again. And if you feel called to sow into this ministry, to help this message reach the broken, the silent, the searching, you can give a super thanks, not for transaction, but for transformation. Every gift allows this light to go further, to reach the ones kneeling beside their beds at night, whispering, God, is there really someone for me? Yes, there is. And God is preparing them even now. Let me speak this into your heart, beloved. When the surprise proposal comes, it will not ask you to shrink. It will not ask you to abandon your peace. It will not distract you from your purpose. It will deepen it. It will protect it. It will walk with it. This person will be your answer, not your idol. They will pray with you, not play with you. They will cherish your soul, because they have first cherished God, and the gifts that come with this love are not just emotional. They are spiritual. Protection, not just from harm, but from misalignment, partnership, a mutual holding, building, believing. Peace, the kind that doesn't fade after the butterfly is settled. Power, to live in purpose together. fueled by faith. And finally, presence, the holy presence of God, dwelling within the love you both carry. This is not too good to be true. It is so good, it must be from God. You are worthy of this. You are not asking for too much. You are not behind schedule. You are not broken beyond use. You are being made whole for something holy. So wait well. Wait with praise. Wait with purpose. Wait with peace, because heaven is preparing something bigger than your hopes. It is preparing something that heals generations, something that makes angels rejoice, something that makes even the past make sense, and when it comes, you will not feel like a beggar who finally received. You will feel like a bride who was seen all along. Let that settle in. Let it stay. God is preparing the moment. God is preparing the person. And God is preparing you, not just for a ring, but for a revelation. If this message has been a resting place for your spirit, share it with someone who needs light on their path. We are walking this sacred journey together. And again, if your soul feels led, a super thanks blesses the path forward. It helps us continue creating sacred space for hearts to heal, to believe, to receive. You are not waiting alone. You are waiting with heaven. And heaven is getting ready to deliver a proposal so spiritually powerful, you'll fall to your knees and whisper, "Only God could have done this." And He will smile, because He's been preparing it all along. You are worthy. You are loved. You are almost there. Amen.